Toko, shouldn't we explain the brainwashing to Haichi? He won't even listen to us. It would probably make him even more upset. But I wanted to ask him about his little sister, too. You heard about that from your hallucinations, right? You shouldn't take that as fact. And not just that, but a lot of things seem off. Off? The victims are all relatives of the people at the secret base. Doesn't that seem strange? No matter how smart those brats might be, how could they possibly learn who they all were? Jeez, things are starting to get fishy. But we've come this far. No way we can head back now. I'm sure it'll be all right. You and me, we can do this. You're right. No choice. We have to press forward. He's here. Master Byakuya is nearby. Huh? How do you know? I can smell him. His aromatic, sweet fragrance is getting stronger.
You mean his BO is getting stronger?
Don't say it like that. It makes it sound like he smells bad. But then again, a smelly master is good too. That itself is a reward for us.
Us? You're including me in this?
Anyway, there's no mistaking it. He's close.
But first we have to get the key.
I know. That brat called Monica has it, right? But before we go, let me nourish myself. For some reason, this room creeps me out. I guess they used this room as a war room. Probably made it creepy for ambiance. Pretty blunt if you ask me. But I guess you can't expect much from kids.
Wow. You're mean. I'm glad you're on my side.
That's a backhanded compliment. Maybe there's a hidden room behind that throne.
Right! Of course. There's always a hidden passage behind the throne. Everyone knows that.
So it really was a hidden room.
Do you think Byakuya could be in there? This is exactly the kind of room where he'd be hidden.
Yeah.
Toko, wait up! This ladder, it's pretty suspicious.
But Master is inside a storage room. What kind of storage room would be up a ladder?
Well, let's just check it out for now.
These are all photos of Junko and Ashima.
Huh? This person is Junko Enoshima? She's different than how I pictured her. She looks like your typical trendy teenage girl.
What are you saying? Do you know how many people have died because of her?
Sorry, you're right.
And more importantly, this creepy room. It's like a cult headquarters. What happened?
Take a look at this. The girl in this photo with Junko. It's Monica.
I see. No wonder. She has a wicked face.
Really? Looks like a normal smile to me.
That just makes it creepier. posing with Junko and Ashima and smiling like this. The way this photo was placed here, I guess this is Monika's room. No wonder she wants to be the successor. She worships Junko from the bottom of her heart.
But don't you think it's a little strange?
What do you mean? Don't tell me you're still on about that ghost or whatever. If you're curious, you can question her yourself. I thought Master would be here, since this is a hidden room and all. But I guess not.
This door is locked.
No doubt about it. Master has to be on the other side of this door.
Huh? You're not gonna lose your composure this time? You're not gonna, like, cling to the door and cry and shout and make ugly faces?
Well, it's true that I might do that, but it's weird hearing it from someone else. When your purpose lies just before you, sometimes you need to be as calm as a corpse.
That's a creepy example.
Anyway, I'm not going to have some half-assed reunion now, but a full, joyous reunion later. And when that happens, I'll cry and shout and make ugly faces in Master's arms.
Are you sure he'd be okay with that?
There's no way he'd dislike it. Jeez, you don't understand men at all. You need to be in love. A woman in love is the most beautiful woman of all.
I'll try to remember that.
That's it! This huge airship is the Excalibur! Does that thing even fly? It looks like a floating hotel. Whoa, that's a lot of them! Nothing but chumps. Let's end this. Finally, we're free of interruptions.
I'm sure that girl Monika is in that huge hall all the way in the back.
Jeez, the atmosphere in here is practically screaming final boss fight.
Toko? We're gonna be all right, aren't we?
We've come this far already. Don't go freaking out now. They should be scared of us.
You're right.
Yeah, I guess you're right. After all, we're a powerful team.
Wait, powerful team? Can't you think of a cooler name than that?
Well, then you think of one. You're the ultimate writing prodigy, after all.
Yeah, you're right. I'll think of something after the happy ending.
Yeah, after the happy ending.
Hey! So you finally decide to show up, huh? So slow! This isn't a manga! It shouldn't take a whole year for a day to pass!
A black Monokuma?
What is he? He looks vulgar.
Hey, fuck off, Four Eyes! I wouldn't expect some pasty four-eyed emo chick to understand my charm. I get no respect. Yo, I'm so baller, if a professional musician ever came to my concert, they'd retire the next day. I'd make them choke on the haterade, and you're gonna be choking too when I'm done with you.
What is this thing? Blabbering on with its nonsense.
Could it? Does it have an AI like Shirokuma?
Did you say Shirokuma? So you know him, huh? How's little bro doing?
Brothers?
Well, he's like a brother. We bear folks stick together, you know. But that ain't important. Don't you think it's strange, huh? Weird? I'm talking about why Monica ain't here. To tell you the truth, it's nap time for little Monica.
Nap time?
Oh yeah, she's still a kid after all. She wore herself out being all hyped up.
What is this?
If you're brave enough chicks to disturb her nap, you can always try opening the door.
Which door?
Hell if I know. Monica made this little trap to keep out big mouths like me, see? If you open the wrong door, blammo! Instant death! Hello, nasty. But if you leave her be, she'll sleep for like 3 years. Now what you gonna do? Hurry, choose! Damn it, you're making me impatient!
Kamaru, you've seen that Monica kid before, right? So what do you think? Any idea which door she would choose?
Rather than choose, it's more like, which would she even be able to access?
But it can't be that simple. He said it's a trap, so it can't be easy.
Yeah, you're right.
Are you sure? If you solve this quiz, you won't get to hear all the bitchin' lines I worked on. Stop taking this so seriously and help me come up with ways we can combine together. Whoa!
Good morning! Good morning!
She stood up! Monica is standing!
I thought that's Haiji's line.
I knew it. You can stand. Your legs aren't paralyzed.
Oh? Would you look at that? You're totally right.
And you were like that from the beginning, right? You just pretended to be disabled.
Don't tell me. You saw my secret room, didn't you?
So that was your room. I saw the photo of you and Junko, so I figured that was your room. But something didn't add up. To even get to that room, you have to climb up a ladder. There's no way you would make a place like that your room if your legs were disabled.
I see. So that's how you figured it out. You might have a stupid-looking face, but you sure are pretty smart.
But why pretend that you're disabled?
Because pitiful children are the most powerful, don't you think?
Huh?
Monica's home life was terrible. She didn't feel like she belonged there. But Monica was more brilliant than her brother or her father. And they hated her for it. But then, I thought of a way I could counter their neglect and cruelty. All I had to do was become a pitiful figure. Then, I would have the whole world's sympathy. The wheelchair was inconvenient, of course, but thanks to the act, I acquired much. I even acquired the Warriors of Hope. And Papa and Big Brother were a little nicer to me, too. They thought they were the reason I ended up in a wheelchair, so they really pitied me.
You tricked everyone all this time.
You're the worst. You're more awful than all the other kids.
Maybe. But to survive in that horrible world, I had to be. When Monika talks, everyone freezes. When Monika smiles, everyone stops smiling. For Monika, the outsider, the eyesore, to survive in that house, she did what she had to do.
I want to ask you, the Papa and Big Brother you mentioned, are they from the Toa family?
Oh, so you know that much too.
See, Toko? It wasn't a hallucination. The ghost was real.
It's a coincidence. Delusion and fantasy with a little coincidence mixed in.
It's true. Fantasy and reality overlap sometimes. I'm so desperate to make my fantasies real. That's why whenever I think about the girl I like, I strip her naked in my mind and pose her.
Okay, now's not the time for that talk. Silent mode.
So you're the one who made Kamaru come here by using that skinny white-haired boy, right? Why would you do something that could compromise your own plan?
My plan? Oh, you mean the children's paradise. Well, personally, I don't really care about that. Monika has a much more important job to do.
Does it have something to do with the successor?
Yep, that's right. The successor is the most important thing to Monika. And for that plan, I wanted you to come this far, Big Sis. After all, you are essential for the successor.
Huh?
Just what I'd expect from the little sister of the ultimate hope. You're so impressive, Meow. Completely different than when I first met you. Now, you have the face of a savior.
Savior? Kamaru has the face of a high school girl you'd find anywhere. But who cares about any of this? Hurry up and hand over the key to Master's room.
Key? Monika doesn't have anything like that.
Don't play dumb. Hand it over.
Like I said, I don't have it. You want to strip search me to make sure? Monika doesn't mind. But weren't you guys in a hurry? You want to break this controller, right? You want to stop Mr. Monokuma, right?
Is that...
Monika Toa, Chief Executive of Toa Group Robotics Branch. This is the magic that Monika invented. And as long as Monika has her magic, Monika can control the Monokumas and the Monokuma kids.
You're the one brainwashing them too?
Huh? You didn't know that?
This idiot brat slipped up. In that case, I'll make you hand over the controller by force. And after that, I'm going to make you hand over the key to Master's room with even more force.
No, I don't think that's possible. After all, I have a trump card.
A trump card?
A super big, awesome battle robot the Toa Group Robotics Branch created. That is Monika's masterpiece. It's so much better than the other Warriors of Hope robots. So, Mr. Kurokuma, I leave it to you.
Hell yeah! Leave it to me, Monika! White bear? Hell nah! I'm my own bear!
As expected of a final boss, this one's different than the other robots.
Now let's do our best with the boom boom and beat this thing with a kablam!
Well, that's not how I would have said it, but nevertheless, I am feeling pretty fired up. The blinking part looks suspicious. Maru, let's end this.
This is for the sake of... Forget his name! The priest guy the adults all hated!
Who's a bad boy? Who's a good boy? Who's a normal boy? Hey, don't you! I was just about to go donate to charity!
Is Monica about to lose? Huh? You're kidding me. Monica lost?
That's right. Now, be a good little girl and just give up.
No! Is Monica gonna be killed? I don't want to die.
No, there's no way I'd kill you. Of course not.
But if you don't hand over that controller, it will not be pleasant.
No, that's no good. If this controller is destroyed, Monica's plan will fail. And if that happens, Monica can no longer be the successor.
That's enough! Just hurry up and hand it over, or I swear I will spank you good!
No, fine.
If I break this, the Monokumas stop, and the brainwashing helmets will deactivate, right?
And then this uprising will be over.
But that was... well, it was kind of easy. Is it really okay?
Ramen broth and climaxes should always be light. Or would you prefer an ending that has us getting beaten up and thrown from one despair to another? Just like your older brother.
I don't want that, but...
Well, you're forgetting the real happy ending comes after we rescue Master. So let's hurry up and end this.
It's really okay to break this, right?
It's obviously okay. You can stop the Monokumas and the brainwash gets lifted.
Right.